What's up, y'all? Let's get into this good old cream of broccoli cheddar soup. Panera who? Oh, yeah, that's what I thought. Anyway, honey, I bought this new little grate machine. So I said, listen, let me try it out, okay? Let's try it out. So first I did them carrots and I used the smaller grater, the finer one to get them carrots fine. Because y'all know I don't eat carrots. And I thought if I eat just a little bit, it'll do something with this eyesight of mine. You hear what I'm saying, y'all? So anyway, I said, let me go ahead and get these carrots grated up, honey. And it was just too much. As y'all can see, I did not, I grated all of that, but I was like, ugh. Who eating all them carrots? Not me. But let me tell y'all about this process, baby. If I ever use a different way to shred cheese, yeah, that thing, like, I probably should have took the cutting board up and just put it on the counter because baby that thing just kept moving. I'm like, what? But that cheese was cheesy, baby. I would never use a regular cheese grater again, not in this life. Come on, cheese, come through. Then we had to go ahead and cut this good old broccoli up because you got to understand when you cut the broccoli up for your broccoli soup, it has to be fine, okay? It has to be extremely fine because you don't want big old things of broccoli. It's a soup, for so help me God. It's a soup. So we're going to go ahead and get this broccoli cut up, and I got all the stems off, and now we're going to chop it down and get it as fine as we can get it, honey, kind of like me, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and chop this broccoli up, and all those big old pieces, I'm like, okay, you don't need too much broccoli. Me, on the other hand, I put a whole lot in there, and I should have rethought that. I really only needed like two bunches. Oh, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get my hair out the way because I didn't want it over my shoulder while I'm playing with food, okay? So let's go ahead and throw this good old butter in here, baby. I said butter. You know, butter warms the heart. It does a lot for your soul, honey. It is definitely some type of comfort food. Do you hear me? So yes, let's get this butter on, got it through, and honey, let it melt on through there. Baby, it took a while for this butter to melt, but I want y'all to take a note as to what is happening as this butter melts, right? This butter is doing its thing. Science is working at this point. You get what I'm saying? The pot itself is getting nice and warm, baby. And as that pot heat up, that butter is melting. It's getting really soft, baby. Kind of like me on the inside. Ooh, soft and cozy, honey. But I want y'all to pay attention to what this butter is doing. Do y'all see what that butter is forming? Do y'all see what the butter is forming? Honey, is that a heart? Do that mean that this is made with love? Do that mean that this is made with love? I mean, it had to be made with love, honey. I gotta, I'm gonna put a picture so y'all can see what the heart did. But anyway, after you do that, I don't know how I missed the whole idea of me chopping the onions, but I actually chopped them onions myself, okay? And as I was chopping the onions, I said, let's get them in this good old butter, right? And you want to get them a little caramelized, just a little bit. They ain't got to be, this is a light colored meal, so you want to keep the color consistent, okay? So yeah, you don't have to have the onions all dark. So I let them get all caramelized, honey, as much as I need them to get caramelized. And then I said, after we get them all caramelized, let that blend all up in there and get all simmered. Ooh, baby, them onions is simmering, honey. They are simmering. And when I say simmering, I do mean simmering. But I'm going to keep them stirring so they don't get all dark and stick. Then we're going to add that good seasoning, baby. Ooh, that's some paprika, some salt and pepper. That's it. That's all you need. That's all you need for this little quick little meal, honey. Let me tell y'all something. The one thing I want to tell y'all about this meal, then we're going to add that flour on up in there, okay? After we add that flour on up in there, now you can see a little color coming in through. That's because of that paprika. You know what I'm saying? That paprika turned a little color. But all the other ingredients is going to turn it right back to color it's supposed to be. It's going to go right back to what it's supposed to be. But let me tell y'all something, honey. I said, let me get this good old milk before it sit here and do its thing because you don't want the milk to be spoiled like Papa, right? So we gonna go ahead and put that milk on up in there and we gonna stir it and we gonna let it get nice and thick, baby. Thick like me. You know what I'm talking about? Thick like me, honey. So we're going to keep stirring it. You want to keep it stirring. So you got to keep that consistency going on, honey. And I'm just a splash of stuff everywhere with my strong arm self. But, honey, it's in there. You get it. So we got this in here, and we just stirring and we letting it get its good old consistency, right? But let me tell y'all something. It takes more to prepare this meal than to actually cook it. It took me forever to chop, cut, screw, and all that good mess, honey. I'm like, what in the world? Anyway, let's get the let's get the broth. I'm sorry, not the cheese just yet, honey. We gonna add that good old chicken broth in there, okay? That good old chicken broth, okay? And we gonna get it to stirring and stirring, baby. Look at that. Ooh, that's looking creamy. Baby, can't tell me that ain't looking creamy. It's looking so good, baby. Ooh, right about here. I cut that out though, because I ain't want y'all to be in my business like that. So what I did is I tasted it, right? I said, oh, girl, it's good. Now let me add this cheese on up in here, baby, okay? Let me add this cheese on up here. So you just get you a little bit of cheese, honey. Well, a whole lot of cheese in my case, because your girl love cheese. You know what I'm saying? Cheese, honey. Stir that on up in there. And baby, we gonna get it to rolling, rolling, rolling. Let that cheese melt, baby. Let that cheese get on up and through there. Let's get this broccoli, because baby, it's ready for the broccoli now. So we gonna go ahead and let that broccoli, right? We gonna throw that broccoli up in there. Look at that. Look at how all those colors just coming together now. It's all coming together. And it's looking like cream of broccoli cheddar soup is supposed to look. You get what I'm saying? So let's put that much broccoli in there. Like I said, that was like 4 bunches of broccoli, y'all. I literally only needed 2 because that's too much broccoli to me, but whatever. We gonna still make it do what it do. I didn't want to waste none, so I said let me go ahead and just put it all up in there. And hopefully by the time it cooked down, it'll be okay. You get what I'm saying? Then we gonna add these carrots. And as y'all can see, like I told y'all, I ain't never liked carrots a day in my life. But I figure if I put a little bit in there, it'll help with my eyesight. Because y'all know I can't see when I be trying to read. But anyway, I said, let me get it on up in there, honey. And I only used about them 2 pinches y'all seen. That was it. Nothing more, nothing less. That's all this broccoli soup gonna get. And as you can see, it's turning a little orange. So I may have put a little too much, honey. Just may have. But we gonna go ahead and stir this on up and get it all mixed in together. Got it looking all good, honey. We gonna throw this top on there, baby, because guess what we gonna do for a minute? We gonna let that simmer. We gonna let it simmer and get all that good love. Y'all remember that heart in the middle? Do y'all remember the butter the heart made? The heart the butter made? Baby, made with love, honey. Made with love, honey. So we gonna go ahead and let that, and baby, baby, do you see that cream of broccoli cheddar soup? And don't forget the French bread, honey. Please don't forget the French bread that you gotta add to that. Looking mighty yummy, honey. I know you wanna taste it. Come try it with me next time.